It is a popular watering hole that has been a staple in this Queen and Broadview neighborhood for 13 years. But like so many eateries, it has been hanging on by a very thin margin, according to its owner. And COVID-19 has pushed it over the edge. He says this restaurant will not reopen.
I lost everything, so I lost my house, everything. But I mean, that's not going to be uncommon. It's just going to be probably standard right now, depending on how much people are invested in their business. I was probably not one of the smart ones and fully invested, so I had everything in it.
Michael Summerfield has been in the restaurant business since he was 24. He says he's had his ups and downs, but in the last few months, he has experienced what he describes as the perfect storm. 5 months ago, he was forced to close his second, much larger Prohibition location at Yonge and Eglinton, thanks to ongoing Metrolink's crosstown construction, which was a huge loss. He thought he could bounce back by focusing on his downtown location, and then coronavirus hit.
Once COVID hit, that was it for us, right? I mean, it's just unrecoverable. It's akin to holding up a massive boulder, and the boulder keeps getting bigger, and the hill keeps getting steeper. So what are you going to do? One way or another, you're going to get crushed, or you're going to have to move out of the way. And probably both happened to us. But again, it's not just us, it's going to be everyone.
Summerfield says for every month he stays closed, it's costing him about $25,000 to $30,000. Like so many, the $40,000 loans that the federal government has offered small businesses is not going to help him dig himself out. And he, of course, is not alone. A new survey by Restaurants Canada warns of widespread closures in the food service industry in the face of insurmountable debt.
We knew it was pretty dire, but it's really stark when you see the numbers in print. About half of independent restaurants don't think they'll be able to survive the COVID crisis.
The restaurant industry is particularly vulnerable to a shutdown like this, not only because margins are razor thin, but unlike other retail businesses, a big chunk of their overhead comes from food, which they had to get rid of. At least with a clothing store, the stock doesn't go bad. The survey showed that the biggest pressure for small and medium-sized restaurants is making their rent. Month 2 in this crisis is only a week away.
We always said, and restaurants always said, we'll do whatever the public health experts say. So I don't think anybody begrudges what happened. We're just saying, if we're all in this together, then everybody should pull in and give us a hand.
Restaurants Canada is recommending a moratorium on evictions and rent assistance that's in line with decreased revenue. Pam Seatle, City News.